It made me change orientation. But I'm live. Finally. Ooh. It made me get 50 subscribers before you can go live. Put my fucking shoulders down. Yeah, I'm gonna put on a lip gloss while I wait. Cause of course I am. Happy new moon in Virgo. This has been some spicy. Wait, now live on your channel. I don't know if this is actually happening, so this is a live test in front of a studio audience. Let's consider this the pilot episode. Dress rehearsal. Love that. Love a dress rehearsal. Y'all have watched bitches put on makeup on YouTube before, and you will again in the future, so I can't feel but oh so bad. Okay. Scarf, because I'm trying to protect my hair. Okay. It is Virgo new moon. I found my cell phone. I'm gonna tell some people. If anybody sticks through this, you're a trooper. You truly are a trooping little trooper. I found my phone. I found my phone. Oh, that's a and, but like also, you know what I mean? Exclamation mark, hello. Ah! Okay, I'm live. I can't tell if there are, okay. Getting acclimated, oh my God, all of the messages. Ah! Okay. I sent out the call, I did what I was supposed to. I didn't share the link. Oh no. Dun 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 dun. No, I shared it in the other group. Anyway, cause I can edit this later. Hi, I'm Trinette. Thank you for joining the inaugural live stream of Tarologically Speaking. It's the Virgo new moon, so I feel very earthly, very down at home, okay? But yeah, I like this one. I like this new moon after very chaotic skies. If there are things in the chat, I don't know how to tell, so keep that in fucking mind. Chat. Some messages such as potential spam. If you're here, say something in the chat so that I know that you can hear me. Whoever's in the stream. But anyway, so yes, Virgo new moon. Very excited. This one feels good. It feels nice to. I feel like I've been building up to one getting back to like a committed magical practice, like with my intentions, and being able to commit to something in Virgo season feels right. You know, I feel astrologically aligned, as it were. So I definitely wanted to do a collective message for this new moon in Virgo, September 2024. But I feel like, you know, this is going to be nice to come back and review and see what new messages Virgo season has and what are like just the hits, you know? But for me, when I think about rituals and tying them to like an astrological transit, so like this new moon being in Virgo, where does it fall in your personal natal chart? I have water for this very reason. Oh. And I have a light that like is over there being unused. But in my personal chart, this is falling where it's supposed to be. So just thinking about the ability to change my own life, and that being a daily practice of my own. Like my own daily ritual is changing my life. It's like, yes, those are the feelings. But yeah, just ritual is routine. You know, some rituals you do in a day, some rituals you do in 3 days, some rituals you do in 9, some, you know, like there's something to be said for devotion, and routine is devotion. Hi y'all. Say something in the chat if you can hear me, because I don't know otherwise if this is working at all. Yeah. But yeah, like the ritual of routine. What is worth nourishing and tending to in your daily life? So we were already talking about goals, bitch. So talking about goals, and that being something that is worth the ritual that is routine. David! Hi, honey! But yes, the ritual that is routine, the routine that is ritual, that's what we call them, morning rituals. We call them evening rituals. Like, what's your, skincare routine, for example? Like, it's nourishing. It's the thing that we put our energy into. It's plants. It's like these earth sign things that when I think about Virgo season and the gift of Virgo season, or just the wisdom of that sign during that season, like what it imparts is that things are worth the ritual that is routine, which is hard for some air signs to just be grounded in this idea that routine is not just being shackled. It is nourishing. It is care. It is self-love. It's for your favorite version of yourself. Like, I'm like, there's like your higher self, or like higher version of yourself, but I'm like your favorite version, like the version of you that you're shooting for, like, is served by routine. So to see it as something nourishing, to see it as ritualistic instead of confinement, is far more liberating for me. It allows room for faith to grow. Also, earth sign thing, like I can plant the seed of faith because I'm, faith without works is dead. So, but in a routine, you can see the growth, you can see the progress. So the idea that consistency can be nourishing, can be a place where you thrive, can be the fertilizer when you're not motivated. I feel like we were just talking about this. Momentum, like it's very 7 of Pentacles energy. Like the harvest is there, the thing is growing, it's gotten bigger. Like your work, the proof is in the pudding, but just a little patience is required, a little more nurturing. Like the process has to process. Stop trying to jump ahead of the process. So I feel like I come with a more diligent heart to a Virgo new moon, like where you're like, okay, like hard work and patience are expected off top. Like that's what's required. Like that's the energy you're stepping into. That's what you're accepting when you accept, okay, I'm willing to be influenced by this energy. I'm willing to be changed by this energy. I'm willing to be open to it. I'm willing to be affected by it. So it's like a diligent heart, like one that's up to the task, that can ideally be eager, but if eager is unavailable, be committed. You know what I'm saying? So those are just the energies at play when I think about new moon and Virgo. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all could put it in the chat. But yeah, new moon in Virgo, especially opposite Saturn and Pisces right now, just putting anything long term into place. And like, I don't know, being able to let go is like making space for better coping mechanisms. Like to bid adieu, to understand and appreciate and thank and Marie Kondo some shit, like emotionally. Like this also feels like a good time for those kinds of things. So your body, your health, your wealth, you know, that's what I got my road opener candle for. That's what it says. What does it say? I'm gonna read the incantation on the back. It says, in the name of God Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, who can do everything, I invoke you to open all the paths that lead me to good fortune and prosperity. You, all beautiful God, remove every misstep or obstacle that may affect my well-being and that of my family. I ask that every step I take lead me to achieve peace, good luck, success, work, health, and get out of my way any enemy who wants to walk next to me. Amen. So, you know, this feels like the time. Little shoulder shin, little green dress action, pow, pow, pow. With a little red underneath, pow, pow, pow. Don't get me flagged on YouTube for showing no breasticles. But yeah, that candle. And I'm gonna play with the incantation, but that was very much the energy. That's the energy I get from a new moon in Virgo, very specifically, very fertile, very patient, very like that attention to detail is love. Like see it as seeing something worthy of your attention, worthy of your care, worthy of your stewardship, worthy of your time, worthy of your, you know, just you're feeding it, you're paying attention to it. What's green is what's watered. So you're just watering yourself in that kind of love. Okay. So that's like what I'm getting. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you can see. But I'm gonna do a collective reading. Okay. With my adorable, well, where's the camera? Oh, look at me. These adorable cards, they feel very earthy. Look at the back of them. You know what I'm saying? Very earthy. Very earth-tastic. Oop. Okay. Okay. Blessed message. What have a question? Let me see. I don't know, girl, what the chat was floating. Does anybody have a question? If you do, put it in the chat. Yes, that's me being weird. Upside down. Okay. I love you too. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out on the new moon. I do want to talk to y'all about what you're doing. I want to go do my ritual tonight in the park because Virgo season. Anyway, okay. Let's see. I almost want to ask about rest because I know I just talked about like routine, but like also rest is a routine you need to get better at. Like building self-trust around rest. Like I think we would find it easier to rest if we rebuild some self-trust around completing tasks. Even it's not even rest specific, around completing tasks. So there's some healing for us around getting things done. I think our capacity, making space for our capacity, learning our capacity, understanding our capacity, meeting our capacity, and knowing what to do when that happens. I'm not gonna count these. Because I'm not counting right now. Okay. Okay, so what? Oof. Yikes. What can we heal around getting shit done? Okay, we got the Hermit in reverse. So from left to right, we got Ace of Cups, the Empress, the Moon in reverse, and like general advice is King of Cups. Like solution-ish. So the Hermit in reverse. Around getting stuff done. And the Empress. I feel like this is about being isolated from the creative energy, like the creative force. Like it's time also for an emergence, like, or re-emergence into it. With the Empress, it's giving like rebirth. I think there also has to be a reconciliation of, can you be gentle while you're requiring yourself to do stuff? Like, we know that harshness hasn't helped. We understand that you have to be firm with yourself, that you have to get stuff done, but like, can these two things exist? Can you show up? Can you be held in softness and understanding while also you're still imperfect? You're still trying to figure this out. Like, I feel like the hermit always is being compelled to return, not they're leaving isolation, like, because they're like, oh my God, like, oh, that was enough isolation. It's usually like, fucking all right, like kicking and screaming kind of return. Like, so it's wanting to show, wanting to be sensitive, wanting to bring it forward, but feeling still unprepared, still not ready, quite ready to go. And maybe just mistrusting that you can be prepared to go. Okay. This Ace of Cups, oh, the little baby Ace of Cups. And the Moon in reverse. Fake it till you make it is what comes to mind. Like, this is, it's not an illusion. It's not, it's just showing up. Yeah, it's just showing up. It's getting, it's getting uncomfortable with the facade being removed. Like, yeah, it feels weird. It feels topsy-turvy. It's the moon in reverse, right? Like, it's still supposed to be illuminating, but there's comfort in these shadows. But in its inverse, like, what was now hidden in these shadows very comfortably by the moon is now being illuminated. And the moon is having to also deal with what it kept hidden. So it just feels like being exposed, like exposure. Oh my God, am I just dragging myself along the crusty bottoms of my own tarot cards? But yeah, you just have to, I don't know, it's like you have to be carried by the current. Like, you have to be okay with being tender. Like, it's okay that you're tender. Like, showing up doesn't mean that you show up not even just like perfect, but just like hard body, you know, and prepare for every blow. Like, you can be tender, like it can still feel raw. It's not the absence of those things. It's just you being responsible, it feels like, for keeping that safe space for yourself, for being on your own team as a nurturer, as somebody who takes care of this tender part of you. Which it's also a call to maturity, like, let's be for real, emotional maturity. The advice card is King of Cups. Just said emotional maturity. Yeah, just faith in your own resilience. I know we're like, I want to be one of God's strongest soldiers, and I'm like, I'm not. I'm calling you to be who you need to be in your life right now. and I'm definitely not saying that you can't be tired, but saying that in being tired, you still got stuff that you want to do that'll make you happy. Like I'm talking about the like parts where we don't subscribe to making space for happy because we're tired. Like we're too tired to be pleased. We're too tired to be happy. We're too tired to be optimistic. As a depressed person, that will kill you. So there has to be some way that you can spark space for that. That space can be created for joy because it is medicine also. Um, but it's also for you, like so that you can feel those things. And sometimes like it's buried behind the crying that you don't want to do, and like you just also have to cry. Like I think that's why it has to be. We have to be more okay with being like sad, like letting sad happen, like letting sad be something that you experience, so that you can experience and it can pass. It doesn't mean that it won't. Things happen in cycles. It doesn't mean the sadness won't come back, but you can experience sadness instead of trying to run away from it all the time. Because then you're just never prepared for sadness. Like you are constantly fighting this battle against something that's part and parcel of the package, like the spectrum of human emotion. But you can experience sadness. You know, like let yourself experience it. Not. So it's just like in that space when you what we call grace, like it's at some point it's not grace. You've grown into being able to hold and accept and experience these things. So past grace, like you're giving yourself grace so that you can grow and stretch into this person. So to bring that back to, you know, healing around having to get shit done, like trust in the places where you've gotten things done, like it was tough, like trust in your resilience, trust in your, but also like trust in the proof, like don't run away from the hard truths, be like, I struggle here. And instead of running away from it, try to address it. Try to come up with King of Cups is giving Pisces with this fish on it. Compassion, aw. Lean into compassion. Oh, that's so cute. That's so beautiful. Diplomacy, balance. Okay. You know, we're talking about Mercury, balance, babe. Like, we don't talk about that enough, I feel. But, like, Gemini gives balance. It gives, like, balanced point of view, the same kind of diplomacy accredited to Libra. So, balance, like, self-compassion is going to help regulate your fucking nervous system. So when instead of just feeling like a failure, maybe you can identify that you have decision fatigue. Maybe you can identify that you're experiencing like executive dysfunction instead of just going into the negative self-talk. You can do something useful with that instead, and you can track what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and that will help heal and build the self-compassion that you need to navigate this new era of yourself, this new favorite version of yourself, ideally. Yeah. So plant those seeds. And I mean, with this Virgo, or with this Hermit in reverse, and I really just was like, Hermit is Virgo. I didn't say reverse, which puts it, what, in Pisces? But, that's, it's not for self-criticism, girl. Like, it's for self-compassion time, okay? Oh, yay! We got the Hermit in reverse And the King of Cups down here. It's time for self-compassion time, not self-criticizing time. Like, which I think makes sense is like a gift that Virgo should be able to give itself. Like, you got an eye for detail, so you can spot where you've been doing very well, where you have put in the extra mile, where it's been really important to you to get it done. So lean into that, like lean into having just as loud of a self-praise voice. I don't even want to be like, done in anyway. Like, yes, you get to congratulate yourself. Like, yes, you get shit done, bitch. Like, yes, you have a certain reputation because ultimately you can be counted on to get that thing done. So, yes, we have compromised ourselves before, we have let ourselves down before around getting shit done and just like actualizing our goals, but also humans and habits fail. So, there's just acceptance there, and let that acceptance be fueled by the self compassion of the King of Cups when it comes to fucking call it failure, but it's really just like being alive. Like, you're allowed to fail, first of all. It doesn't make you a bad person. Failures are not bad people. I know we've moralized it, but failures are not bad people. Things can fail. You get to be disappointed. You don't have to work more for you to be worth the things you desire. That's the kind of stuff that's the stuff that we need to be going internal about with the hermit that's kind of keeping that like barrier to reemergence is like working through those things. You get to try something new. You get to come back as the new person. You get to come back in this era of yourself. You get to come back with new desires. You get to come back with new values. You get to come back ready to commit to new things. Like you get to change your commitments. If Gemini is you can change your mind, Virgo is you can change your commitments. Like, so, with that being said, I think this is a really beautiful spread for what is this? New moon in Virgo. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I think it's nurturing. I think it's exactly the energy. It's not asking you to not be brilliant. It's asking for the same attention to be toward keeping yourself feeling good. Like, you get to turn that kind of care toward yourself. You get to reorient it toward you. So, yeah. That's what I have. Nothing else in the chat has come through. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all, thank you for being here because I truly don't know what the hell is going on. But if you're in the chat, I love you. It says there are 4 people here, so that's exciting. I can't see nothing. If y'all are in the chat, whatever you said in the chat just disappeared. There it is. I see you. Now I see the goddamn chat. Praise the Lord. Oh shit, it disappeared. Why is it like this? Okay, here we go. Hi! Hi, y'all. I love you. No, I can't. I could not see it, girl. Okay. You already know where my glasses are. Don't ask on camera. are there. But I found the chat. That's all that matters. I eventually got there. See? Ding. No, but what did y'all think about the spread? Ooh, I just wanna. Ooh, bitch, I can make you a moderator even on YouTube. Oh wait. Okay. No, yeah. So we got this, guys. I guess we also need to finish the 12-week year call out. Yes. Two King of Cups in one day is a call for self-compassion, but like premium, top tier self-compassion. Like the most self-compassionate without being like, and I think maybe that's the balance of Virgo and Pisces is like self-compassionate without being too self-soothing. You know what I'm saying? Like too, I want to say self-apologetic, but like giving yourself too much. Like having a balance. Like yes, you deserve compassion. Yes, you deserve healing. Yes, you deserve all of these things that you give to the world, but not so that you become impotent essentially, because still of service, like not to the point of detriment, not to the point of overindulgence. Like yes, too self-indulgent. That's what I'm going for. Yeah. Too self-indulgent is what I'm thinking about. Like Virgo is here to be like, still stuff needs to get done. To like wrangle that wallow in misery that Pisces can do because they gave so much. And it's like, girl, but you chose to give so much. Like you got so no, yeah. But also the same like goes for Virgo being so detail oriented to the point where the big picture gets lost. And it's like now you're lost in the details and nobody's having a good time. No one's having fun anymore, Mom. But how to balance those two? Seriously, regulate your nervous system. Like, it's huge. Big. But yeah, the Empress is in the center. Venus did go home, so she's giving. Yeah, that's true. I feel that, Taylor. Indulging, and then getting pushed to move. And I feel like that's a healing message. Like when we talk about routine, we talk about our daily capacity. I feel like the capacity, like figuring out what our new capacity is for any given moment in life, any given season in life, is where that self-compassion comes in as well. So I need to be able to let this version of me exist for this time right now. My capacity is this right now. And instead of making myself feel worse by weighing it down and all of this moral judgment about how bad of a person I am, super helpful. I can be like, this is my capacity. What can I do with the capacity I have? Because that's far more useful. But it has to be able to exist in that space of self-compassion. Or you don't get shit done and you just spiral. So nobody needs that. Nobody wants that. Virgo new moon, this is a good time to even think about that. Yeah, I bought a road opener candle, and I might even just sit with that for a few days. And really get clarity around, building new habits, making shifts in the daily routine. Yeah, big fan, huge. But thank you guys for coming to the reading live. Like I said, this is happening in my 6th house. So I don't know where this is gonna pop up for y'all. Love you. So think about where this could be popping up for you and whatever house it's showing up in. Y'all already heard the other astrology today, so see where you might have some gifts from the other stuff, or some particular challenges, advice to overcome the challenges. But yeah, it feels very positive. So we like that. 10th house Virgo. Ooh. You gotta show up, babe. You got some public image stuff that you gotta work through, huh? Yeah, you got some public image stuff. Maybe with this Venus here, you get a PR team. Like, no, for real. Like, maybe you want to create a persona that you stick to. I don't know. Well, the moon is in reverse. Maybe not. Dang, dog. Ooh. You got some time to figure that out. 10th house stuff is while you're opening your practice, you got time to figure this out. But figure out how you want to show up. I feel challenged. But I feel like let me see. It's looking both ways. So it feels like it can be a bridge. It can help you resolve some stuff too. So it can be this cycle of, as you show yourself more self-compassion, it'll become easier for you to become visible because you're showing up more and more for yourself and less for other people, or feeling compelled to show up how you think that they want to see you. That's how I could see that playing out in your 10th house. Let's go back to the chat. Not you just want to rest. I feel you. 9th house Virgo. Or this plane. 9th house Virgo. The Hermit in reverse. I wonder if this is about like not seeking and putting into practice. Like putting down roots. It's giving gardening. It's giving, like, if not actual plant life, like nurture, like something that you are consistently doing in a practice, like every day. Like you need to find liberation in the routine of it. Like something that you are actually seeing grow, like something that you are physically actually putting the time into, committing to on a regular basis, that you are actually nurturing to see grow. Yeah. Like you're being the King of Cups to you is in the nurturing of this thing, of letting it grow, letting it blossom, letting it actually have the potential that this Ace of Cups is, to actually let it happen, for the potential to be met with somebody who can care for it and see it through. And like that's not something you can bullshit through with the moon in reverse. Like you just are exposed. Like all of your issues around it, your issues around commitment are exposed in that. And so then you can greet it with self-compassion. Pow, pow, pow. Pew, pew, pew. So, yeah. Pew, pew, pew. Who else? That was Ninth House. I don't think I've done this, like gone through a collective reading and then seen how it could play out in an individual house. Pew, pew, pew. Come on. The sleepy psychologist. Girl. No, I hear that. Nap ministry called to me for a reason. Okay. The 12-week year, and thinking about like truly your business supporting your life and not trying to shoehorn, oh, I need my business to do da 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 so I can da da da. It's like, no, what do I want to do, and how can this aspect of my business, excuse me, this aspect of income, rather, the stream of income, support this part of my life? So, what part of doing this can support my naps? I think is just as valid. Help me, y'all. Pray for me. But yeah, that's just as valid. But yeah. Thank you, y'all, for being here on the inaugural stream. Oh, I wonder if it does the same Facebook things. No. Boo. Boo. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. I definitely have to edit it because it was me putting on lip gloss for like the first 3 minutes. So that was it. Not knowing people was here. But night, we're back on Chatter reading what is this book we're reading, y'all? 12-week year. Sometime soon. Yeah. Anyway. Good night, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. This is fun. Let's figure this out together. Oh God. Oh wait, no, the dots are down here. Ooh, no, that's not it. Oh. If I hit X, will that just do it? It does.